Yesterday, we made Python generate one automotive test result. But imagine you have 500 test cases. Are you going to write the same code 500 times? Today, we're going to teach Python how to handle multiple test cases automatically using lists and loops. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Lists are one of 4 built-in data types in Python used to store collections of data. Instead of creating 4 separate variables for 4 test cases, like we did yesterday, we create one list that holds all of them together.
Let's create our first list. A list is Python's way of storing many values under one single name, instead of needing a separate variable for every item. We open with a square bracket, then list each test case as a string separated by commas. TC_001, TC_002, TC_003, TC_004, then close with a square bracket. Notice each one is still just a string, exactly like the variables we used yesterday. We're just holding 4 of them together now instead of 1. When we print test_cases, Python shows us the whole list at once in the exact order we typed them in. And if we want just one item instead of the whole list, we use square brackets with the position number right after the list's name. Test_cases, bracket 0, gives us the very first item, TC_001. Python starts counting positions from 0, not 1. So the first item is always at position 0, the second at position 1, and so on. And this is exactly what solves our 500 test case problem from the hook. This same list could hold 4 items or 400, and the code we write to work with it barely has to change.
We've stored 4 test cases in one variable. But right now, Python doesn't automatically do anything with them. What we really want is, Python, go through every test case for me. That's where loops come in.
Now let's loop through it. For test in test_cases, then print test indented on the next line. This tells Python, go through the list one item at a time, and for each one, run the code inside the loop. Let's run it. It prints all 4 test cases, one per line, without us writing 4 separate print statements. Let's make the output a bit more useful. Same loop structure, but instead of printing the raw value, we wrap it in an F string. Running, curly brace, test. Now each line reads clearly. Running TC_001, running TC_002, and so on from the exact same 4 lines of test data.
The loop takes each item from our list, one at a time, and executes the code inside the loop. Now Python can run multiple test cases. But a real test runner needs more than the test ID. Now we've created a very simple test case runner. But we're about to run into another problem. We know the test case and its result. But what about the ECU? It needs to tell us whether each test passed or failed. Let's add the test results.
Now let's turn this into an actual test runner. We create a second list, results, holding pass, pass, fail, pass, matching the order of our test cases. To loop through both lists at the same time, we use zip. For test, result, in zip, test_cases, results. This pairs up item 1 from each list, then item 2, and so on. We print test, arrow, result for each pair. Let's run it. And now every test case shows up next to its actual result.
Now we've created a very simple test case runner. But we're about to another problem. We know the test case and its result. But what about the ECU? The software version? The test duration? The error message? Tomorrow we're going to learn all of this information together using dictionaries. This simple pattern is one of the foundations of automation. Instead of manually processing each test, we will make Python to repeat the operation. Today you learned lists, indexing, loops, and a little bit of zip. Tomorrow, we're going to make our test data much more realistic. We'll combine ECU, test case, software version, and result into structured data using dictionaries. If this helped, subscribe to our channel. It's free. Share it with someone who needs it. Code's in the description. See you tomorrow.